interdisciplinary learning are limited. But rigid curricula and absence of employer engagement. Course content and skills development. Opportunity disciplinary learning are limited. Pedagogy and assessment are focused on input. Rigid curricula and absence of employer engagement. Course content and skills development. Opportunities for interdisciplinary learning are limited. Pedagogy and assessment are focused on input and rote learning. Students have little opportunity to develop a wide range of transversal skills. High student teacher ratio due to lack of teaching staff, an effective quality assurance system, and a complete lack of accountability by institution to the government. Lack of accountability. Student and other stakeholders. These problems are endemic across higher education institutions in India. Pandemic, including many of the top tier institutions. Endemic across higher education. Now, government to address the issue quality in education. Their entry has many advantages. The mere presence of foreign institutions will increase competition among the Indian institutions to improve the quality. It will bring the culture of rigor and excellence in research and academic standards. There is also need of caution, the danger of letting garnering are the existing institutions. Global experience show majority of institutions entering foreign market are not prestigious universities, but rather low-end institutions seeking market access, income opportunities. There is also chance that reputed international institutions may adopt double standard. To address the concern, revised for foreign universities education bill subjected to intensive consultations. Actually, public health system like NGO be strengthened in Indian for development. In NGO have played important role towards protection and conservation of environment and imparting environmental education in India. NGO help important role towards the protection and conservation of environment. This is need to empower NGO for development works. NGO need to move beyond their traditional role of passive participation in development work for become active participant in environmental practice protection. Public-private partnership PPP on lines infrastructure of development project need to be taken in environment field. Infrastructure development. In discharging their functions, NGO face a number of constraints and drawback. Lack of financial resources is one of them. Recently, many NGOs have come under scrutiny for financial irregularities. We alleged that foreign funding has been provided by Western countries. Foreign funding has been provided to stall development project. The protest against a Kundankulam nuclear power plant was seen in this context. Foreign funding has been provided by Western countries to stall development projects. Provided. Protest against Kundankulam nuclear plant context. India faces a number of constraints. Lack of financial resources is one of them. Recently, many NGOs have come under scrutiny for financial irregularities. It is alleged that foreign funding has been provided. While foreign contribution regulation rules (FCRR) were amended, contribution regulation rules recently to bring in transparency It should not be utilized to deprive NGOs of necessary foreign fundings. NGO with necessary expertise to deal with environmental issue will go a long in dealing with environment concern. Few NGO like Center for Science and Environment CSC would be identified and appropriately equipped with the necessary expertise. Transparency. It should not be utilized to deprive NGO of necessary foreign funding. Deprive NGO. Necessary expertise to deal with environment issue will go a long way in dealing with environment concern. Among other constraints, a lack of coordination between voluntary agencies and state agencies. Group like in Narmada Bacha Andolan often come in conflict with the government. This mutual distrust has done more harm than good of protection of environment. Distrust and government could work constructively by looking into genuine grievance of NGO and arrives at consensus. It should not be utilized to reprieve NGO necessary foreign fundings. NGO with necessary expert environmental issue will go a long way in dealing with the environment concerns. For this, a few NGO like Center for Science and Environment could be identified and appropriately equipped with the necessary expertise. Evolution of a legal framework to simplify the procedures and bringing transparency would be step in right direction. Strengthen NGO will go long. The self groups, the self-help groups are informal association who choose to come together, find ways to improve their living conditions. They help to build social capital among the especially women. Consequently, SSG have emerged as the most efficient delivery microfinance service to the poor. Emerged as the most effective mechanism for delivery of microfinance services. Actually, informal association, formal who choose to come together, find ways to improve their living condition. United SSG, informal association of people choose to come together. They help to build a social capital among the poor SSG, build Sangsagosti, social capital among the poor, especially women. SSG Banking in India is the largest and fastest growing microfinance program. SSG Banking in the world, fastest growing in microfinance. It has reached more than million groups from lowest strata of Indian population. Million groups. The self-help group bank linkage program. Self-help group bank linkage program started a pilot program in 1992. Due to success of this program, the amount of saving was 1815 crore as compared to among credit outstanding 57,000 crores. There is strong indicative evidence that impact of bank linkage program SSG group bank linkage program deeply felt by women. The majority of them illiterate. Women have started saving, borrowing, and investing and repaying the debt. Saving, borrowing, and invest person and repaying the debt. Actually, they have started. They have started contributing to household economy, improve their standing family. SSG bank linkage program helps SSG to get easy access to loans. Low interest, the loans can be returned in number of installments. There are also no requirement of collaterals. Bodies like Small Industries Development Bank should be requirement of collaterals. Bodies like Small Industries Development Bank, राष्ट्रीय महिला उपस्य सेवा इन अहमदाबाद, मिराडा इन कर्नाटक, नवभारत जागृति केंद्र, Jharkhand and Aditi in Bihar are some of the names which took the lead in promoting SSG mostly for women. What are the major changes? What are the major changes brought the Arbitration and Conciliation Act? Arbitration and Conciliation Act. Function of European Free Trade Association. On 3rd March 1960, the association was framed